Okay, we're live.
We're live from Palm Springs, California.
With Killer.
And with 100 degrees outside.
I love this weather.
I know you do.
I know.
We do too. Something about Hamels, we love to be sweating in the sun. Do you sweat a lot?
No.
I don't sweat at all, and neither does she.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Even when I work out, I don't sweat.
Yeah, barely sweat. What does that mean?
I don't know.
It means we're lucky.
Or does it mean we're holding on to our toxins inside? Maybe it does mean we're lucky.
We're so toxin free, we don't even need to
Maybe
sweat.
that could be it too. But anybody out there who is some sort of doctor or anthropologist, let us know what it means that we, as a family, don't sweat.
That much. It's
That much. Oh, but you want to know what? Like, I know Zion is sweaty, so maybe it's not all Hamels. Maybe Olivia is sweaty. Maybe the food rolls are sweaty.
Hello and welcome. Everything's about lips today.
Yeah, we're talking about lips, and it's
Lips.
a big day because we've never given away a lipstick as a free gift before.
And I am here with two of the biggest, most beautiful lips in the industry. Okay? And you haven't
Got that
done
right.
anything to your lips.
No.
And you're never done. My camera person today happens to be my beautiful daughter, and she also has great lips.
It's true. We do have good lips in the family.
And so do you.
Yeah, we got it from
Yeah,
somewhere.
not bad.
But when you get older, they start folding under. That's a thing.
Oh.
They do. They roll under. Starting on the sides. But when you were younger, you had big lips. You had big lips.
I did?
Yeah.
You don't know.
We can pull up some old photos of you. You had some nice lips.
Okay.
The better
Those-
to kiss you with.
Those were the old days.
But yeah, today we're giving away Coral Crush lipstick as the free gift. It is a beautiful pink color. I'm wearing it right now. I am wearing it because I was already wearing Berry Pop, obviously. So I am wearing kind of a mixture of the two. But I believe in mixing colors when it comes to lipstick.
Yeah.
But this is the color here. Maybe the mother of mine, wants to hold it up a little bit closer so that people may view it with their eyes.
Mother of mine.
Mother of mine, please.
This is the Coral
Is it in
Crush
focus?
And this is my
lipstick.
beautiful granddaughter, Daisy. Okay.
This is our free gift
Daisy.
today.
Daisy.
Daisy. What a great name.
And this is my beautiful grandfather, Zeta, Alan Hamill.
And this is Killer Hammer.
And this is Killer Hamill Buffa Schneider. That's her, actually her full name is Chili Killer Winston Hamill Buffa Schneider.
Wow.
Yeah, show it. But yes, today the free gift is Coral Crush lipstick. One thing that I love about our lipsticks is I have always been a big lipstick wearer. I've also always been a person who has a little bit of dryness, and you know that when you put on lipstick, sometimes it really shows you where the dryness is. So what do? I end up licking my lips a little bit. Sometimes I'm biting some little pieces of skin off. Maybe that's gross to you. But something that I love about these lipsticks is I'm not worried that I am ingesting any sort of chemicals into my mouth. All of the ingredients are food grade ingredients, so you don't have to worry that you're putting something gross and yucky and filled with chemicals on your mouth.
Right. And today's deal is you get this free Coral Crush lipstick, which is a $39.99 retail value with any purchase of $49.99 today at SuzanneSummers.com. And speaking of dry skin on the lips, boy, do we have the greatest and yummiest product
That's true.
to get rid of those dry pieces of skin on the lips.
Do you ever use the lip scrub?
I have.
She wants to go. She wants to go.
You know, I forget we have so many wonderful products that I forget to use.
All of them.
Yeah.
Me too.
Really?
Not me. Not me. I love to use all. I have them all laid out on my vanity, and I always use all of them. But I do use the lip scrub a lot because, like I said, I love lipstick, and you want it when you put on lipstick. You want your lips to be all smooth and primed and ready to go, and that's why we have our lip scrub, which also happens to be made out of sugar. That is the scrubby element inside of this. And so it kind of leaves your lips not only looking beautiful, but tasting beautiful as well.
Yes, and Nancy Pignon, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but Daddy, she would love to hear some of your stories. Do you have any Suzanne lipsticks stories?
Oh,
First kiss?
the first kiss.
Ooh, first kiss.
I remember the first kiss. Yes, the first kiss. I don't know how to describe it.
That's okay.
I can tell you where it was.
That's good. That's good enough for us.
Okay, it was in San Francisco. It was at the Miyako Hotel, which is a Japanese hotel. It was in 1969.
The year of Woodstock.
Yeah. It was kind of we had our own Woodstock that year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was it. And I thought, okay, this is serious.
You can always tell from the kiss.
Yeah.
You can always tell from the kiss. That's so true. At the Miyako Hotel. Don't eat that.
Killer's eating the
Electrical.
power
Okay.
cord. He'll only do that once.
Okay, now I'm seeing comments. I realized we're not getting comments on Facebook again. So, F. Connolly loves the lip scrub. Everyone is saying hello to you guys. And Daisy is going to show you all the different colors of
I am.
lipsticks.
Yeah,
Do you
what
wanna
are
start
those?
with the-
Okay.
Here, I want to
Oh.
show them these up close, whatever the hell these are. Sorry, heck. Oh, these are
I just ate
cherries.
one. They're from the tree outside.
Okay. Those are cherries, but they're special cherries.
They look special.
They come from my Barbados cherry trees. I have 6 trees. And when I planted them, they were this size, and now they're huge.
How long have you been growing them for? I remember you talking about these.
Probably 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-3 years. Whoop.
I feel like this is the first time there have been cherries.
I actually, last year, I think I had 9 cherries. This year, every time I walk outside, there's more cherries on the trees.
Can I eat one?
Yeah, of course.
Have you had them? Have you? Like, what is the taste? It doesn't. It looks like a tiny tomato.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like a usual cherry.
It almost has a perfume. A perfume kind of a flavor.
Well, you know what's great about this cherry? The reason that I bought those trees? I get this daily health newsletter from Dr. Mercola, and he mentioned that every day he walks outside his house and he picks Barbados cherries from his tree. Why does he have a Barbados cherry tree? Because each cherry has more vitamin C than an orange,
Wow.
okay?
That's unbelievable.
Each cherry has more vitamin C than an orange.
It has also 3 pits.
Correct. You
That's
can
why
plant- you
I
can
didn't
plant those.
spit it out. I want everybody to know I didn't spit it out. I just spit out the seeds. But it's a really interesting taste.
Yeah. It's not like sugar, like usual great cherries.
But it reminds me of something. I don't know
It's
what it is.
juicy like a cherry. The texture is the same.
Yeah. But think about it. Imagine if you had a tree like that in your backyard where you can go outside and
Well, you can imagine that, can't you?
I can't imagine that. I have 6
Yeah.
of those trees.
Yeah, and Julie Hearn says those cherries are great for inflammation as well.
That's true. For a lot of, if you Google, you can Google Barbados cherry trees. It'll give you all the things that it's good for. And it's good for like almost everything. It's amazing. And I only heard about this just a few years ago, but they're beautiful.
Can you say the name of the cherry again? The name of it?
Barbados.
Barbados cherry.
What does it taste like?
Who knew that there were cherry trees in Barbados?
Not
Should
I.
go.
Okay,
Yeah, let's go.
because the cherries usually, like we have Cherry Valley or whatever it's called, we have a cherry place
Yeah.
within a few miles of Palm Springs, and every year they make cherry everything.
Cherry
Cake,
preserves.
cherry pie, cherry, they make that French cherry, what is it called?
I don't know. What's a French cherry thing?
French cherry.
Tart?
No, it's not tart. Yeah, but they can make tarts, but there's a cherry dish that is very popular. And Olivia used to make it for us.
I wonder what it is.
Can't remember.
But that, I want to go to a cherry festival. Those taste amazing.
Tarts. Cherry pie.
Yeah. Well, we
Everything's
have,
good
we
with
have,
cherries.
you can go to the cherry festival. It's a few miles away from here.
When is it?
I think it's now.
No, isn't cherries in the winter?
No.
No, do you remember at Stephen's wedding, we were in France and it was June and we were sitting outside. It was the day after the wedding ceremony and that evening. And we were sitting having a picnic. Everyone, it was like a big picnic in the yard and the Fougères, and we were picking cherries right off the tree and
Right.
eating them. That was amazing.
I've done that with figs before, and we
Cerise.
which is the color I'm wearing on my nails. You guys are always asking me. That's my color right now.
Cerise.
Cerise. So I'm gonna do color swatching so you guys can see the difference in all of the colors. The one today that we're giving away as the free gift is Coral Crush. So I'm gonna do that one first. That one's kind of
Coral Crush.
pinky.
Yeah, it's a pinky, but it's also like, it's almost like pink mixed with a nude in a way. And with any purchase of $49.99, you get the free lipstick. And we've never given away a cosmetic before. So this is a time to, if you're interested in the lipsticks, you can get this one. And Suzanne used to mix two lipsticks. It was, what was it? The Caramelized Peach. But the Coral Crush, she would highlight the center of her lips with it. And so we are going to show you all the colors that we have. And then we have some beautiful lip scrub, and we have a lip wrinkle cream, and lip balm. The lip balm, man, I can't live without that stuff.
Okay. So if you spent $49.95,
Yep,
you got a gift worth $39.95 free.
Okay, here I'm gonna do the Coral Crush.
Yep. Amy Elise says Coral Crush is her favorite. And
What do you think?
Dacra Garrett says, yay!
Yeah,
That's my
beautiful.
absolute favorite. Okay, guys. Okay, here are the many moods of Daisy. Coral Crush. So you can see it's got like a pinky, peachy.
Ooh, but I like
kinda
it.
nice.
A lot of pinks I find to be a little bit too orange, which I think is just not for me sometimes. But this is a really, really beautiful pink. I usually wouldn't wear a pink, but whenever I do these lipstick shows, I put on all the lipsticks and I remark on how I look so good and so different in all these lipsticks, and then I just go back to Very Pop. Maybe today is the day that actually my tides will change.
Yeah.
You know, there's a restaurant that I go to in the desert, and there's one of the servers. See, I said server, I didn't say waitress. Server is this charming young lady, and she's probably 20 years old. I think she's in her first or second year at college, and she had incredible makeup. I said, "Who did your makeup?" She said, "I did my makeup." I said, "It's incredible makeup." I said, "Tell me, what is it that you use?" So everything that she told me was chemical. Everything was chemical. And so I always carry
looked
a
pretty.
couple of lipsticks in my pocket for just such an occasion.
That's nice. Is that the girl at Tropical?
No, it's another restaurant.
Okay, clafouti.
Pardon?
Clafouti is the dessert.
Oh, right,
Clafouti.
clafouti. Yeah,
Clafouti.
exactly.
Amy?
Clafouti.
Yes.
Ooh.
Clafouti.
Okay, this is Honey Glow. This is more of like a nude pinky color as well. It's more understated.
Yeah.
I can see myself in your look. I'm looking here, and then I look here, and I look into your mirrored lenses, and then I look here.
Okay.
I really like this too. I feel like it really like brings out my eye makeup because it's not. So, I usually wear a pretty dark lipstick, but
It actually looks very different. I'm wearing Honey Glow also, and it looks different on me.
it feels very moisturizing as well. You're wearing Honey Glow?
Yep.
I don't think
I'm
you're
wearing
probably
Honey
in it.
Glow. Am I in? I don't know if I'm in. Let's see. Somebody will say if I'm in. Anyway, I'm wearing Honey Glow also, but I like to kind of like put put lip balm on and then put on the lipstick because I'm a kind of a nude lip kind of a girl. So Honey Glow is my go-to. Honey Glow
That's a good one.
is a great color.
Yeah.
That's a good kiss. Okay. Next up, we have Caramelized Peach, which is a Zanny favorite.
So on Mother's Day, I went to visit Suzanne,
And he sent us all photos.
and it was really a wonderful visit. And I took a potted daisy with me.
You honored me.
And it was great. And I got there early, so I was really all alone. And then when it was time to leave, there were other people who turned up.
Yeah, that's nice.
But
You
it
get to
was-
have your moment.
Right. I really liked it a lot. And I've been to the site many times. And as a matter of fact, the first site she was at, I didn't like because it was very close to the street.
It was noisy, I remember.
It was noisy, and so I had her moved.
As she would have wanted.
Yeah.
That's right, under this big, beautiful tree.
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting. I started talking to her, and what's interesting about that for me is I believed she could hear me,
Of course.
and I wasn't projecting. It wasn't like a big voice. There were just some things I needed to share with her, which is what I did. I was there for maybe, 45 minutes. And then I said goodbye. And I said, I'll see you soon, which I will. Because she's only 15 minutes away from my home. So it's an easy one. And it's a beautiful, beautiful cemetery because, how do I describe this? It's a park. So there were no vertical headstones, like those cemeteries.
They don't stick out.
Right, they're flush with the ground.
Yeah, they're flush with the grass. Okay, so it's a beautiful park. There's one of the family up in San Francisco is buried in one of those cemeteries with the vertical thing, and then they some of them they build these little houses.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
Like a mausoleum.
Yeah, maybe a mausoleum.
Yeah, and Sweathers says that she hopes that you said hello to Suzanne from all of us.
Well, I told Suzanne how much everybody loved her because I still get lots of mail
Yeah.
and people when I go out in the desert. I have people coming over to me if I'm out somewhere for dinner, and they all talk about Suzanne and the glamour she brought to the Coachella Valley, which is true. Suzanne loved getting dressed up and putting on makeup and doing her hair and then going out for dinner with me and ordering a great bottle of wine and just sitting there and looking at each other and have our evening together. It was great, really great.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was great.
and I think, sorry,
No, go ahead.
I think she also inspired people to also want to look nice. You know, like Suzanne always called when she got dressed up, doing the do.
Yeah.
You know, and she said, I know how to do the do. And man, does she know how to do the do.
She really does know how
Yeah.
to do this.
More than maybe anyone I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
So today, this is a great day because we've got this lipstick,
Yeah.
which is
Help you
part
do
of
the do.
doing the do.
I'm wearing Caramelized Peach right now, which was her favorite.
Is this the Carmelite?
No, that's Coral Crush. That's the free gift today.
Okay.
I'm wearing Caramelized Peach. I like it. It's like exactly what you would think. It's a nudie. It's a little bit pink. It's a perfect neutral, I would say. I'm having an issue where like all my colors are kind of looking the same.
Draw on it with the lipstick also next
Okay.
to it.
Gladly.
She's not kissing hard enough.
No, but my lips
the deal
look
today.
beautiful.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm just going to say the deal again. today the free gift is a Coral Crush lipstick, which, let me show it. Okay.
I just
Okay.
rubbed.
This is the Coral Crush lipstick, and it's a free gift with any purchase of $49.99 at SuzanneSummers.com. And the lipstick is normally $39.99. And it's the first time we've ever done a free gift of a lipstick. So,
So what color lipstick should I be wearing?
Honey Glow.
Yeah?
Or lip balm.
Or caramelized
I would
peach.
do lip balm mixed with. Well, okay, let's keep them open after you.
Well, then I won't. Oh, yeah, I guess that's okay.
Why are they numbered?
Because she wanted me to,
Because
Put them here.
I wrote down all of the color names so
I
she could show
didn't have
it.
the Sharpie. I need to start over. I want to do a good job for you guys, and so far it's looking pretty, why don't you say this is a bit mucked up?
Yeah.
This is looking mucked up, and I want you guys to really be able to see these swatches. So I'm going to start over.
Somebody wants to know if you also get lip injections.
Who, me? Nobody in this family needs lip
No one has
injections.
lip injections.
I'm all for lip filler. I think it looks nice, but we kind of have been blessed in this family with these big lips.
Big lips.
Big lips. One day though, you'll see me strutting around with something. What'd you say?
Your grandmother had big lips.
Oh my god, I know she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had big lips.
I used
They
to.
weren't big, but they were not like, you know.
So I should put on some of this, right?
Yeah, you really should.
I would put on.
Here's
I
my
would
little
do-
mirror.
I would do a little lip balm first, and then maybe a little bit of the Honey Glow.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put them in order. What is this one? Okay, this is the Coral Crush. That's the free gift. And then, where's number 2? Do you have number 2?
There's no numbers anymore.
Okay.
We're just running wild.
Okay. Honey Glow.
Caramelized?
Okay, so I put this on first.
Wait, you're getting it all in your beard.
Oh.
You know when you open a lip balm, you have to like get the edges soft. Okay. This one. Caramelized peach. I hope you guys can see. Let me put it. Coral Crush. Honey Glow. Caramelized peach. Do you really want to put on makeup?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on.
Do you guys want Zeta to put on lipstick? We know they do.
Zanny and I went out one night,
Berry
and
pop.
I was wearing lipstick,
Uh-huh.
and she also had done my eyelashes.
Really?
Oh yeah, mascara and
Liner?
eyeliner.
And eyeliner? Wow.
Yeah. Nobody said anything.
Darn it. Because you're just so handsome.
Yeah.
You're just so darn handsome.
Okay. So which one should I use?
Ooh, this one's really nice. I think
Okay.
I'll put this one. I'm
Yeah,
kind of like,
go like this.
Pardon?
Dab it. Or, I mean, it's on top of lip balm. That's how I like to use it. I just dab it a little. Because I really like a nude lip, so the Honey Glow is great.
I'm putting on
Uh-huh. Okay, is it on?
Yeah, and it looks amazing.
Okay.
See, it's very natural on him. Very
Okay.
beautiful, very natural. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you these swatches right now. Okay, mommy, switch places with me. I need to do some behind camera action.
Okay.
Here, look at yourself.
I need my phone to see Facebook comments here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you know, it's very subtle.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It looks good on you. Maybe you should start wearing it.
Catherine, the most pinkest one is Coral Crush, which is our free gift today. So I would say maybe you can get like a Honey Glow or a Garnet, and then you will get the Coral Crush for free. Here is the swatches. I'm going to show you guys on Facebook in a second. I'm just showing you Instagram. You can see Coral Crush is pinky, Honey Glow is more nude, Caramelized Peach is a deeper nude, Berry Pop is more of like almost like a mauve, but it doesn't really read that way on the lips. On the lips, I'd say it's kind of more of like a brownish with a hint of pink, and then Garnet is our red,
It's
deeper
the
red.
deepest.
Here now, Facebook, I'm showing you all these swatches that I've made for you. And then Zeta, which one are you rocking on? It looks great on you. Let me
He's
really
wearing,
just
he's
say.
wearing Honey Glow.
Leslie, what is your favorite?
Honey Glow. that's why I recommended it to my dad, because I feel like I'm really a nude lip person. I'm not really big on wearing color on my lips, and like my mouth is really wide, just like yours.
You know,
But like you have like a little round big mouth. I have like a really wide big mouth, so I feel like when I put color on my lips, it's just like there's just too much mouth going on. So I like to wear a nude lip and, you know, highlight my eyes more than my lips.
People are all asking about Antique Rose. I think potentially it's sold out, so that's why we're not talking about it today.
Yeah, and that's also one of my favorites. But you know what? Caroline is working on with a new formulator. Actually, the factory that originally made our makeup, but these people are actually formulating and making better, newer, enhanced products for all of the product line. And the first thing that will come back is the foundation. I know a lot of you are waiting for it, so that's coming back first.
There you go.
And by the way, you know, if you can't make up your mind which lipstick you want, you can do this several times, okay? Where you can, you know, spend $49.95 and get a $39.95 gift absolutely free. That's what I would do.
There you go.
Yeah, you're always with the tips and tricks.
Roxanne Shoop says,
Tips and
Leslie,
tricks.
that necklace you designed is beautiful. Every time I wear it, and I wear it a lot, I get so many compliments, and I can't wait for your next design.
Oh, thank you so much. It was so much fun designing that necklace, and I've wanted to make that necklace for such a long time, and I have to agree, it is gorgeous and perfect.
Actually, I still have mine.
Yeah,
I should have worn it today.
you should have. You should wear it every day.
That's
Well,
true.
if you wear it every day, it's lose its special quality, okay?
That's true. Here, give me the papers. Thank you.
But I certainly could have worn it today.
Yeah.
And I did wear it for a couple of nights when I was out last week.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything.
Because you looked amazing.
Because you looked okay with it. You looked
I guess.
Yeah. Should we talk about the other products?
Well, I just want to say something about the lipstick, which is that most lipsticks contain lead. You heard me right, lead, and numerous dyes which have been banned from the food supply, but for some reason are still legally used in cosmetics. Suzanne Organics combines shea, cocoa, and avocado butters to create a conditioning base combined with color from nature's berries and minerals for a sheer, beautiful look. And that's what I was saying earlier. You don't have to be worried that the thing that you're putting on your mouth has lead or any sort of toxins in it. And that's just the last thing I want to say about the lipsticks.
Right.
Okay, so I was about to finish my story about the young lady who's the server
Oh, yes, who you give the
at
lipsticks
the
to.
restaurant. I gave her one of our lipsticks. I changed her life.
Yeah.
Because she was using some chemical thing first, putting it on her lips, and then she put the lipsticks on, and everything, and her makeup looks incredible, okay? I said, you're an artist. She said, well, I am an artist. She looked incredible. I gave her the lipstick, and every time I go in there, she talks to me about how I've changed her life
Yeah.
in terms of not putting chemicals on her skin. She realizes the danger of doing that.
Yeah.
That's a tough habit to break. I know that because when you use one brand for years, and then someone comes along and says, you know, that brand has lead or formaldehyde or a bunch of terrible chemicals that are usually banned in most countries but not here. It's hard to switch. I get it.
Right.
But if you try it once, all you have to do is try it once, and then you can really make up your mind whether you want to switch or not. Because I get it. It's a habit thing.
Right.
I have the same problem myself with other things.
Right. But also, people don't realize, you think that everything from food to cosmetics is safe, and it's essentially, it's not. You know, and the other day we were doing our Bath and Body show, and we were talking about SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, which is in your dish detergent and your cleaning supplies for your home, like something you might wash your floor with or clean your sink with. It's also in shampoos.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And in the European Union, that stuff is regulated. There's like only a certain amount that they can put into the shampoos and the body washes before they consider it harmful. So it's just not a good thing. So it's really good to be aware of what you are putting on your body.
Especially around your mouth, guys.
Yeah.
Around your mouth. And also, weirdly, now, not weirdly, I don't want to shame the children, but skincare and especially wearing like a full face of makeup is
Yeah.
really popular among really, really young girls right now. And so if you guys have any grandchildren who are starting to wear makeup, it's super important that you get them these products that are not going to be harming them from the
Yeah.
inside out, you know
Or
what I
at
mean?
least let them know. Shall we switch places and you can show the lip scrub?
Sure.
The lip scrub is my midnight snack.
No, literally.
That's funny. I have heard that there are 80,000 chemicals that are being used in different industries in the United States that have not been put through the rinse cycle at the FDA or whatever government agency it is. It just, I mean, I don't know how you put 80,000 chemicals.
Well, it seems like you would have
Okay.
to, yeah, it's just crazy that people, when
Yeah.
they're making products, when they're saying, oh, you know what, I want to start a company, I'm going
Yeah.
to make shampoo, you know what I mean?
You know, the thing
they're
is,
like-
you know, I'm not siding with the FDA or any government agency, but how do you test 80,000 chemicals? Really, think about it. It's monumental, because it's not just about, you know, what do they call those things?
Beakers.
Yeah, right, exactly. In labs, it's not even, you know.
Sorry, I love that you went like this and I knew you meant
Exactly.
beaker.
Right. Yeah. Test tubes. It's not just about that. It's like there's a whole process in having humans test it, not animals, et cetera, et cetera. And I don't know how do you do 80,000 chemicals, but they're there, and they're being used in cosmetics. They're being used in food. I mean, there's one thing that a major retailer has agreed to have his fruit covered with this stuff that is supposed to preserve the fruit for
Like a wax.
a sort of elong period of time. The problem is we don't know what's in the thing that's covering the fruit. So, and it also bothers me that we're changing, you know, sure, if you buy organic, the fruit doesn't last as long. It just doesn't, because it's organic.
Because it's fruit.
Right,
You know, it's
yeah.
not supposed to last that long.
Well, you know, the thing is, if you buy fruit that's put together with chemicals, it will last longer than the organic fruit.
That's true.
So when you get organic fruit, you should start thinking about eating it right away, if you can. That's what we do all the time.
And still washing it.
When I go to Costco, I love Costco.
He really loves Costco.
I love Costco.
He thinks he discovered Costco.
That's right. When I go to Costco, I buy 36 honey mangoes.
Can I see the colors?
You hear that? 36 honey mangoes, and I buy artichokes, not artichokes. I buy, what's that other fruit that I buy? Anyway, it's organic. They have a lot of organic offerings, which is amazing.
Do you want to know what my hack is? If you are a person who wants to eat produce, but sometimes, or you find yourself throwing away a lot of fresh produce, I buy a lot of frozen fruits and vegetables because they don't go bad for an extremely long time, and I feel like I'm cutting down on food waste. Because even just like, I love to eat broccoli, right? So I buy a lot of frozen organic broccoli because oftentimes when I buy fresh produce, it doesn't get cooked and then I throw it away. Or even my favorite food in the whole world right now, favorite food is frozen organic raspberries. I cannot get enough of frozen organic raspberries.
Wow.
But when I buy regular raspberries, they usually go moldy, you know, within a couple of days, and I hate throwing away yummy fruits, you know what I mean? Especially something like organic raspberries, which are going to be like $6 to $7,
yeah.
which is expensive. So my little life hack for you is buy frozen organic produce because it lasts forever and you don't have to worry about, you know, using it up right away.
Okay, so for those of you who were not here at the beginning of the show, this is a cherry. It's called a Barbados cherry.
And it stains, so watch out. Look.
It stains? Oh, wow. I wonder if regular cherries stain too.
Well, it probably will wash out.
The Eco Cleaner.
I can use the Eco Cleaner to get it out.
What's amazing about this cherry is that each little cherry has more vitamin C than an entire orange. Think about that.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I know, but it's true. If you Google Barbados cherries, you'll find, Google or whatever you use to get to it, you'll find that it does amazing things for the body. I have 6 of those trees. And this year I have this bumper harvest. And every time I go out there are more on the tree. I pick them all and I think, okay, that's it.
I know, I ate some today.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if he's going to be upset.
No, that's what they're for. So, if I, like after the show, when I go out there, there'll be more. I don't know where they come from, but I have these 6 trees and they keep
They
producing.
come from the mother.
It's
No,
amazing.
you got them from that tree place where you said they brought it to you in such a nice package, right?
Yeah,
What is it called? Like
I can't remember, but it's,
exoticplants.com.
no, you know what they,
I'll think of it.
the packaging, when I bought the trees, the packaging was incredible. Because the packaging was as big as the trees,
Of course.
and it was all sort of packed in there and
Yeah, it's nice.
very gently. I mean, it was beautiful. I was so thrilled when I got these 6 trees. And the UPS guy wouldn't bring them down the driveway. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Hamill, but we're going to leave them here at the curb.
It was just boxes.
Who's gonna bring them down?
Well, I have a driveway.
Yeah, and it's surprising that they grow here where it's so hot.
Yeah.
But
Well, no,
Barbados,
Barbados is hot.
Yeah, but it's by the sea.
Yeah, by the sea, by the sea.
I want to show you guys. Okay, so we have the lip wrinkle cream, who we haven't even acknowledged once today, which is terribly rude of us.
And the scrub and the lip
And we're
balms.
going to talk about the scrub, and we don't even need to talk about the lip balms. You guys know the lip balms are amazing. We have so many different scents / flavors now. My favorite is peppermint. I love the peppermint one a lot. I love the coconut one. I know Violet loves the vanilla cream. The cinnamon is amazing. But I feel like with the lip balms, it's like, you guys know that this is the best lip balm in the world. We don't need to tell you. But Mother Ham, if you would like to do some light reading.
I sure would.
And I'm going to show you guys the lip scrub up close as well. So do you want to trade with me? And I'm going to show the lip scrub on my hand so they can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you can do the light reading.
No, I'm going to show the lip scrub.
Okay.
All right.
As you may or may not know, many lip balms contain strange ingredients that make us become addicted to the lip balms. And they actually, instead of moisturizing our lips, actually dry them out so that we keep using them over and over and over again. Weird, right? Okay, our toxic-free lip balm includes organic, food-grade ingredients to help hydrate and keep your pouty lips plump and smooth. I like to use it beneath my lipstick because, like I said, I'm a nude lip girl. So it's got exotic jungle butters to moisturize, like shea butter from Africa, kapuaku and takuma from the Amazon, and rare argan oil from Morocco, which you know I am just astounded about all the ingredients in all of our products. They're all from the farthest flung areas of the earth, and they all are from usually plants that can survive in harsh climates. So it kind of makes sense. And so we've got these like beautiful, all of them. There's so many different flavors of them. I mean, you really can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong. Peppermint. Did you read this already?
I mean, I listed randomly a
Okay,
few.
peppermint, wild orange. I mean, I guess I don't have to show you. They're all the same color. Wild orange, vanilla, coconut, peppermint cream, vanilla cream, and cinnamon sugar, and they're all fantastic.
And I think that there's like a pack on the website where you can get a few.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend that because you're going to want one of these in every single room of your house, and you're going to want to try all the flavors too. I'm going to show you guys the lip scrub now. It's on my hand. And my favorite thing about this lip scrub is that it's made out of sugar, and so it tastes so good.
Yeah.
And it just very, very softly exfoliates the lips so that they are primed and ready to be the most kissable, the smoothest, the most hydrated.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And if you rub it really hard, you can plump your lips a little because it does bring circulation to the surface. It doesn't last for a long time, but you can.
You know, the thing is, I can tell what lips are naturally large, and what lips are cosmetically large.
Yeah.
Because the ones that are cosmetic don't have
Lines.
lines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're all
they were like
really smooth.
guppy lips.
That's how my lips were when I was taking that medicine for my acne. My lips were
they were so
smooth.
dry.
It felt so weird.
So I got to tell you about guppies, okay? When Suzanne and I started living together, I had left my home and
Abandoned me.
abandoned,
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
I had enormous guilt about leaving my children. I didn't want life to change for them. They had a really nice life. They were going to private schools and they had lessons and everything was wonderful in beautiful California. And so Suzanne and I lived in a really, really crummy $200 a month apartment in Beverly Hills.
But it was kind of crummy.
$200 a month
But
in
it-
Beverly Hills.
In
I
Beverly
know
Hills, so
it.
you can only imagine what it was like. It was
You know, the coolest thing about that place was that we could go on the roof.
no. Well, the reason we can go on the roof was because they called it the penthouse because it was the second floor and it was a 2-story building and it only had like 4 apartments in the whole building. They called it a penthouse and there was a stairway from our bedroom up to the roof. That was for technicians to fix the air conditioning if there was a problem, okay? And so one day I came home and I said, "Where's my aquarium with the guppies?" And Suzanne said, "I had to sell the aquarium to pay the rent. And I sold some of your clothes as well."
She's a businesswoman.
Well, you had some nice clothes.
I did, I had
Because
some,
my mom's dad was a haberdasher.
yeah.
So he made custom suits, and you had some really nice
I
ones.
had
I
some-
still have some.
You have my suits?
No, I do have some of your suits. Not from then,
Yeah.
but I do, Daisy and I have some of your suits.
One of my favorite suits that he made for me was cashmere, and the pants were lined with silk. And if you've never had a pair of pants lined in silk, you don't know what it feels like to put your leg inside a pant that is lined with silk. It's just like, wow.
It's like butter.
Yeah, that paid our rent one month.
There you go.
Okay. Did you show the lip scrub?
Well, I used it, and then I put some more lipstick on. I don't know,
Okay.
did I knock you off?
So
I love the lip scrub. I really love the lip scrub
Yeah,
a
me
lot,
too.
a lot. I use it a lot too. I just used it right now. I didn't do it. I did it on off camera. I don't know why.
I know.
I was letting you guys do your thing, but also it's hard to, because I can't see myself. But I really do love the lip scrub. But
Right.
something that I don't use is the lip wrinkle cream. So maybe you could talk to me a little bit about that. That's this stuff. After moisturizer, apply to puppet lines and wrinkles around the lips.
Yep. So the
I
wrinkles
should start
around the
using
lips
this.
and the puppet lines, the ones that go from your nose to your mouth and also from your mouth to your chin, those can be the first and most visible signs of aging, and the effects are worse even for smokers, but even non-smokers experience lip wrinkles where lipstick can bleed into the aging lines. So this lip wrinkle cream helps restore the optimal look of youth with recovered volume and puppet lines and fullness around the lips. It includes things like advanced biomimetic peptides. These peptides mimic youthful skin activity and they provide structural support for the skin. This activates natural skin rejuvenation to restore youthful expression by plumping up those areas to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles.
I
And
should
who
really
doesn't
be-
want to
Okay.
reduce
I should
the
be
appearance
using
of
these
fine
on,
lines
what
and
are these
wrinkles?
lines called?
Those are called your
Puppets.
Those are
nasolabial.
puppets?
Puppet
Yeah,
lines.
but it can go,
I thought
but yeah,
puppet
all the
was
way
here.
down. I mean, I always
Puppet has
consider,
lines here.
Right, I consider the puppet lines the ones that go from your mouth down to your chin.
What are these ones called, you guys? I have
Nasolabial
those.
folds.
Nasolabial, come on, like there's not a cute name for it. Smile lines?
Labias?
Smile.
Yeah, labias.
Nasolabial, because it goes from your naso to your labia. Your lips
This
are
is
your
like-
labial.
It is?
Yeah. There's all kinds of labias on the
A
body.
lot of different kinds.
All right, let me tell you what else is in this lip wrinkle cream. I use this stuff every night,
gonna put some on?
and it is,
What is that?
starting to help
This is cream for your
help the look
labia.
of my lines around my mouth. It's also got hyaluronic acid, and you know, our body's natural supply decreases over time of hyaluronic acid, and by age 50, most people lose 50% of their hyaluronic acid. And so this has an encapsulated, vectorized form that targets the creases in the skin and creates the appearance of filling in wrinkles.
I'm gonna
It
start
looks so
using
good.
this because I
So-
really do have very strong
Yeah.
smile lines. They've always really, I've always
should
been
start
aware
using
of them.
Yeah.
And I notice them in photos a lot. And I think because I must sleep on my face. I know I sleep on my face, but I must smash my face in a specific way. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I wake up and I have like a whole crease coming down my face.
Yeah, Kathy Chapin says the lip wrinkle cream is excellent.
Okay, can I have that?
What?
Can I have the lip wrinkle cream?
Here you go.
Thank you. Guys, I'm going to start using this and I will tell you about my experience.
Okay.
Yeah, just
so,
like, let's look at her now. Yeah, you do have some lines.
I know I have some lines.
so before we say goodbye, I'm going to open it up for questions. If you have any questions about anything that I can answer, I would be happy to do it right now.
What about me? Can I
Let's
answer
just-
too?
Absolutely.
Say what the gift is first.
Okay, yes. Before
Okay.
we open up the Q&A,
Yeah.
today the free gift is Coral Crush lipstick. We very rarely give away cosmetics as the free gift, so it's a very special day. And honestly, what I would say is, I'd say get one lipstick, and then you're gonna get this one for free. So try 2 different colors. I'm a girly where like I'm using lipstick all day long. Lipstick is, because I don't wear a lot of eye makeup, I mean today I am, but usually I don't. So my lips are really my statement piece. So I like to try a lot of different colors often. So I would say get another lip color that you know that you love potentially, or that you want to try, and then you're gonna get this Coral Crush for free.
Right. And this
Okay.
offer is good while supplies last and until the next show, which is on Friday at 4 p.m.
So you can ask any question you want, whether it's a personal question, whether it's a business question, whether it's a product question, any question you want. I promise you I will answer that question.
Or me, you can also ask me a question.
And I'll hum the Let Jeopardy theme, okay, while you're thinking.
Okay. Are you going to get another kitten? That was the first question.
What's that?
Are you gonna get another cat?
Actually, I have 2 dear friends, Cynthia and Paul Rogers, and they're beautiful people. Paul Rogers, you probably know, he's the lead singer from Bad Company. And also,
Nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of
on
Fame.
Queen, when Freddie died, Paul Rogers.
I didn't know you were friends with Paul Rogers.
Yeah, Paul, yeah,
Paul Rogers.
he's wonderful, and so is
Okay.
his wife Cynthia. They're
Here's another question.
He's not finished answering the first one.
They have offered to buy me a cat, and I'm not quite ready for it. Okay, I would actually I'd like 2, like a brother and a sister, if possible.
Yeah. Terry wants to know.
He's
Pardon me?
not done.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm done with
Just
that.
kidding, he's done.
Terry wants to know if you're still planning on doing a reality show.
You know, the answer is yes and no. This is kind of a reality show that we do here. Okay, once a week.
That's true. We could add some more reality
Yeah,
into
I
the
mean,
shows.
this is a reality show. You know, we
could.
were approached by one of the networks to do an official, reality show, and we, to be quite honest with you, we just couldn't make the deal. So we decided not to do it, and instead, here we are. This is like a reality show.
Yeah.
That's true.
hate you, Dad. Okay, they also want to know how the documentary is going.
Well, I continue screening archival films, and it's an amazing experience for me.
Yeah.
Because I shot all these films starting in the 60s, right up until an hour ago. And
It's actually happening still right now.
exactly. And I've never actually looked at any of these films or tapes. I just put them in a box and moved on to the next film or next tape. So I'm doing that now, and I sit there by myself screening these films and tapes. And basically they're home movies, because it's all about my family.
Yeah.
There's nobody else in there except my family. And it gets very emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when I see my mother and my father.
Yeah.
And-
I love seeing video of them.
Oh, they're great.
It's like I'm getting to know them through the video.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. I wish I never met my grandparents. Hitler got to them first. But I've got pictures of them, and I thought that was one of the reasons I started filming my family. And
Yeah.
I thought, this is going to go to generations beyond us of Summers and Hamels.
Yeah, it's true.
There'll be Summers and Hamels from hundreds of years from now looking at these and laughing at the way we live and the way we talked and what we do and what our jobs were, et cetera, and our lifestyles, okay?
Yeah, it's
And
true.
I miss that with my own grandparents or my great-grandmother lived to be 114.
Wow.
And she was 4 feet tall, and she had no teeth, and she sat in the corner of the kitchen in Poland telling everybody what to do.
That's
she had
gonna
her
be
brain.
me.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's going to be me. 4 feet
I am
tall.
going to interject and just quickly say that Nancy says, Alan, this is not a question, but she hopes that you know how much you are loved and appreciated.
Thank you.
Oh, that's really
I
sweet.
do.
Yeah.
I do. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do. I feel that.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
It is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And someone's asking if there's any chance of another issue of the amazing necklace I launched recently, and yes, it is coming.
Okay, but in the meantime, I happen to own one of those necklaces, okay?
You want to auction it off?
Auction it off.
You guys want to bid?
It is a great necklace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people would like to have your cookbook for sale. Alan Hamel Cooks.
You know, I did a cookbook in the 70s.
Do you know that I have it?
Yeah,
I have it.
I know. It has very simple recipes. There's like an incredible duck recipe in there, done with honey and poppy seeds, and I can't remember what else.
I'm sure. How much do you want to bet that every single recipe has poppy seeds in
Right,
it?
I love poppy seeds.
Zane is like the only person I know who like loves poppy seeds. Like he's putting it in his pancakes.
Everything.
Literally in the pancakes.
Yeah.
The pancakes.
I have to address a couple of things really quickly in the Q&A that just people are asking. Will the volumizing shampoo in 16 ounces ever be back in stock? That is a question for customer service. I'm not sure. And also the person who said they had a problem with their gift card, also please call customer service because that's not right and they will fix you up. Okay.
We have great customer service.
Yeah, I always hear about that.
People talk about it, and I have instructed them, try to never say no.
Yeah.
Really. My mother taught me that. My mother only had one credit card to a company in Canada called Eaton's. And it was like Sears. Mm-hmm. And I remember one day the vacuum cleaner was sitting by the front door, and I said, how come the vacuum cleaner is here and not in the closet where you usually keep it? And she said, well, it stopped working. So I called Eaton's, and they're coming to pick it up, and they're bringing me a new vacuum. She owned it for 20 years,
Yeah, that's crazy.
okay? And they picked it up and gave her a new vacuum.
Wow.
So, you know, there are people who might call in and say, my Thigh Master, okay? Something happened with my Thigh Master, whatever that, the rubber came off, whatever it is. We will say, okay, we'll give you a new Thigh Master, or we'll give you a refund.
That's
Even if-
awesome.
even if you bought it in the 90s,
Yeah.
which is when we introduced it.
And that's amazing because I find that because so much stuff is automated now, it's so hard to get customer service.
Right.
I've had things delivered to me where the whole thing that I got is shattered and I can't get even a refund for it because it just
I
is
can
such
show you.
a long process of send a photo and then email this robot and then the robot is going to send you a
Right.
form and then you submit. It's like, oof.
You know, there's a new law, I don't know if it's just California or federal, where there has to be some button you click if you want to unsubscribe or cancel whatever you're going to cancel. I haven't seen it yet. You know, you get caught up and you see something online, you go, oh God, I have to have that,
Yeah.
and you order it, and it's not what you thought it was going to be, and you want to send it back, and you can't see the instructions for sending it back.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating.
Yeah.
We do.
Yep.
There's no problem with any of our products coming back. We'll give you a refund, we'll replace the product, whatever it is. It's easy to do. And we've done that purposely because we ourselves have had bad experiences. in
We're
being able to-
consumers
yeah.
ourselves. We know what it's like.
Consumer.
Consumers.
We are
Yep.
consumers.
And everyone agrees customer service is so nice and helpful.
Yeah.
They also say, one lady said that her trainer recommends Thighmaster to her.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep.
Actually, my trainer, I gave my I go to this gym with my trainer once a week, and I gave her a Thighmaster and a Buttmaster, and they're using it. They have kids coming in, and they're using it in the gym, which is really great. They're great products. That's why we introduced the Thighmaster in the early, when was it? Early
90s? And it hasn't changed
it hasn't changed.
because it doesn't need
Yeah.
to change.
I actually developed a new Thighmaster called the Thighmaster Vibrato.
Ooh.
Okay, that vibrated, and we did some TV exposure with it, and it didn't quite work. I may go back and redo it because there were a couple of things that were wrong with it. That Suzanne brought that to my attention. So I said to her, I said, why do you think it didn't do as well as it should have done? And she said, because the vibration wasn't strong enough. Okay.
But it's true, when you do exercises like on a vibrating platform,
Yeah.
it's kind of like it
It has to shake you.
increases the amount of muscle stress so that
Yeah.
you're actually working out more.
But also, this was like activating the lymph.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
we need
amazing.
to activate the lymph
Yep.
because it doesn't have a pump like the heart does.
So Ken wants to know, what kind of sunglasses are you wearing? Are they prescription?
Okay,
Compared to the
here's the truth. I have about, I'd say 15 or 20 pairs of sunglasses. They were all bought either at the car wash,
That runs in the family.
okay, for
He's a big spender.
$19.95. Because what happens is, all these great sunglass companies, they get to the end of the season, the end of the line, they still have extra inventory, they sell it off, and then they resell it at places like the car wash. And there's some other place they resell, I can't remember where it is.
Like the airport.
That's where I buy my sunglasses, they're great.
Look, I was going to show them this photo. I thought that there was a Thighmaster in this
that's
Oh,
photo.
these are
That's
Dolce
great.
and Gabbana.
Wait, show this photo.
Okay.
I thought that there was going to be a Thighmaster in it, but it's from the Thighmaster
It's the
book.
Buttmaster commercial.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Suzanne and Daisy's dad, Frank Buffa, in the commercial. That's her dad.
I saw it in an airplane once.
Many times you saw
By
it.
the way, I have some, what I've discovered about myself and the Thighmaster and the Buttmaster. I keep my Thighmaster on the bed,
Yeah.
okay? If it's not on the bed, I'm not going to use it. It's on the bed. So when I get into bed at night, I usually read, and while I'm reading, I put the Buttmaster on. I have the Buttmaster going back and forth.
Yeah.
Or the Thighmaster going back and forth. I either read or I watch a little TV before I go to bed. Okay.
Who doesn't want to exercise while laying down in bed watching TV?
Right.
It's kind of genius. That's
Right.
how you should advertise it. Is like the lazy
Right.
girls.
Right. Exactly. And then in addition to that, then I pick it up and I start doing this with my upper body, and I'll do like 30 or 40 or 50 of these as well, until until the muscles feel. But yeah, feel this muscle.
No, you're. I wasn't expecting that. This is insane.
I know.
Come feel this.
I know. He's got
That's
guns.
hard as
I
a
know.
rock.
I
Hard
know
as a
about
rock.
him.
Look, feel mine. It's soft like a piece of dough,
Okay.
and I'm flexing.
So,
I'm gonna start
Al,
doing that.
Do you eat one meal a day?
Pardon me.
Do you eat one meal a day only or more?
Sometimes I only eat one, and I wish I didn't. I try to eat at least 2 a day. I love breakfast. I love breakfast.
Yeah.
And I love bacon and eggs. I love pancakes. I love pancakes.
With poppy seeds.
With-
Lamb chops.
Lamb. Yeah. My favorite breakfast: 3 lamb chops, a brace of asparagus, but the fat ones, the big fat ones, I don't like the skinny
This is for
ones.
breakfast?
Breakfast, yeah.
But
And these baby potatoes that you boil them first, and then you push them down.
mashed
You
potatoes,
put on some garlic and
olive oil.
olive oil, and you put them under the broiler in the oven, and they get crispy. Incredible breakfast.
You're speaking my
And
language.
that sets me up for the whole day.
That's true. It's really good to have animal protein right when you wake up.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
So we're at 5 o'clock right now.
Okay.
Thank you guys all for joining us. Again,
Thanks for the Q&A. We should
Yep.
do Q&A every week.
Yeah, that was fun. Everyone really liked it a lot.
Don't forget to get your Coral Crush.
Yep. Free gift, Coral Crush lipstick.
Coral
which
Crush
is worth
Summer.
$39.99 with any purchase of $49.99 at Suzanne.
Hashtag Coral Crush Summer.
What?
Hashtag Coral Crush Summer.
By the way,
Yes.
when you guys meet me in public, I love when you come over and talk about Suzanne. I really love that a lot. So, don't be shy.
Yep.
If you see me in public and you want to come and talk to me, I'm very open
Yeah,
to that.
That's very
And
nice.
also, they're saying you look hot.
And me too. You
Thank
can
you.
come talk to me too.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
guys.
Mwah.
Thanks so much.
Mwah.
Adios.